Futures on the US main stock indices are rising amid better-than-expected corporate reports. The US dollar is asserting strength. The dollar versus loonie pair is trading at the upper border of the uptrend. Bitcoin is losing steam. Futures on the benchmark US stock indices are trading marginally higher on Wednesday as top American banks report upbeat quarterly results. Futures on the Dow Jones were 0.15% up. The Nasdaq futures rose 0.21%, while futures on the S&P 500 showed a 0.1% uptick. Investors are closely monitoring financial records of the leading U.S. banks. Revenue of Goldman Sachs Group surged 23% over the 9 months of the year to about $33 billion. At the same time, net profit shrank 22% to nearly $5 billion. In the American pre-market, the bank's shares climbed 2.4%. JP Morgan's net profit dropped 39% on a yearly basis to $17 billion. Citigroup's net profit declined twice to $7 billion in annual terms. All in all, the stocks of Wall Street banks went down almost 1%. On the flip side, Wells Fargo and Company reported net losses of $932 million for the first 9 months of the year against a solid profit a year ago. The bank's revenue contracted 17% to $54.5 billion in the same period. As a result, Wells Fargo's shares shed 1.5% in the American pre-market. The US dollar is gaining ground across the board today. Its index is trading steadily at near 93.49. Most popular currency pairs are trading quietly. The pound sterling fell to 1.1865 against the US dollar amid worries about the Brexit deal, but later it rebounded to 1.2950. The euro edged down 0.03%. The Japanese yen grew 0.11% against the greenback. The Swiss franc rose 0.13%. The Australian dollar gained 0.15%. And the kiwi was 0.26% up against the US dollar. The bulls shifted focus towards the US dollar in light of the news that pharmaceutical companies Johnson & Johnson and Eli Lilly halted trials of their medicine for COVID-19. Investors are losing appetite for riskier assets due to the fading hopes for the stimulus bill. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi rejected the proposal of the White House on the size of the financial aid. In response, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell stated that the Senate would vote for a smaller package of fiscal measures. This program is about financial aid for American households, including a new salary protection program worth up to $500 billion. In other words, if a smaller package is approved, a new wave of dollar selling will hit the market. The US dollar versus the Canadian dollar pair is trading today at 1.1330. That is the upper border of the uptrend. Today, Bitcoin is retreating from the highest level of September. According to CoinMarketCap, it shed 0.65% to trade at $11,412 per token. The most popular cryptocurrency sank 0.86% to $11,409 on Binance, one of the largest crypto exchanges. On Tuesday, the number one cryptocurrency jumped to $11,700, the level last seen on September the 2nd. Later on the same trading day, Bitcoin slowed down a pace of growth and closed with some losses. Meanwhile, the presidential race is in full swing. American voters have to decide between ex-Vice President Joe Biden and incumbent President Donald Trump. The election will take place in 3 weeks. Recent nationwide polls reveal that Joe Biden is taking the lead. Investors believe that the stimulus package will boost a recovery of the pandemic-stricken economy. Biden's victory is likely to strengthen the U.S. currency because the Democrats will set the tone in the government. Their leadership is accompanied by the stronger U.S. dollar. Nevertheless, everything could change after the next debate, which is slated for October 22nd in Tennessee. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you back tomorrow. Bye.